It's without a doubt, we want all our kids, all our children to thrive. But in today's fast paced world, many kids struggle with focus, emotional regulation, and even physical health. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your child's full potential lies within their own body? The secret weapon I'm talking about is nervous system regulation. It's the foundation of your child's health, affecting everything from sleep and digestion to behavior and cognitive function. Yet, it's often overlooked in traditional healthcare approaches. But today we're diving deep into this crucial aspect of your child's well being and revealing how you can support it naturally without relying on medications. So, this video is for parents who are seeking natural, drug free solutions to help their children overcome challenges with focus, behavior, sleep, or overall health and development. We're going to be exploring the vital role of the nervous system regulation in children's health, and you'll learn what it is, why it matters, and how neurologically focused chiropractic care can help balance your child's nervous system for optimal well being. But first, let's jump into a story about an awesome patient named Jake. Mom said when Jake turned 2.5, our sweet, smiling little boy began to experience tantrums, crying spells, and explosive angry reactions. And when triggered, his anger would escalate quickly. He would yell and stomp, call himself stupid, and at times even hit himself. And after several years, it had direct impact on his self-esteem. With every reaction, angry outburst, and tense moment, we grew more and more desperate. We began to feel a weight of heaviness in our home. We had conversations with our pediatrician, weekly sessions with the child therapist, meetings with school teachers, social workers, 504 meetings. We longed for peace for Jake. We hoped and wished for happiness for him and calmness for our family. Then, after an extremely explosive event at a martial arts competition, Jake's family knew he needed a completely different approach to help him. They had heard about PX Docs from a friend, so they decided to take a chance to get him started right away. With consistency and time to help rewire and re regulate Jake's nervous system, they began to see big changes in him. Mom said after 3 or 4 months, we began to notice that Jake appeared calmer. We noticed him begin to use his words to express how he felt. He was less anxious, less combative, and less intense. He began to smile more and started to playfully joke around with his family. Jake still has his moments of frustration, but he has learned to recognize when he is heightened and apply the strategies he has learned in therapy to calm down. He is happier, he smiles a lot, jokes around, and is playful. He articulates his needs and advocates for himself through words and not reactions. So, to understand nervous system regulation and what occurred in Jake's story, let's break it down. We're going to ask a number of questions in this video. And the first is simply, what is nervous system regulation? What does normal look like within the body? The nervous system helps the entire body stay balanced and stable, keeping every single body system communicating together and in harmony and operating in the right order. This is called homeostasis. And when the nervous system is regulated, everything works well, from basic functions like sleeping, eating, and digestion to more advanced functions like controlling inflammation, managing the immune response, and mental, emotional, and cognitive health and function as well. And this rolls us right into the next question, which is what happens when the nervous system becomes dysregulated? When the nervous system becomes overly stressed and imbalanced, it becomes dysregulated. Nervous system dysregulation can then take on many different forms, often starting with alterations in basic health functions like sleep, digestion, and energy first. If you or your child are beginning to notice challenges with falling asleep or staying asleep, with digestion, mood, energy, and emotional regulation, those are all signs of a nervous system that is no longer regulated. Now, I want to talk about the role of what regulates the nervous system. I want to talk about how the autonomic nervous system and the vagus nerve have control in overall regulation. Now, nervous system regulation is primarily governed by what's known as the autonomic nervous system. You can think about it as the body's automatic side of the nervous system. It controls and coordinates all the major systems of the body, including the trillions and trillions of cells that are almost entirely on autopilot at all times. The autonomic nervous system has two branches to it. Think of it two levers, two operating modes. The sympathetic fight or flight stress mode, stress response, and the parasympathetic rest, regulate, and relax response. We need both. But if there's an imbalance to this system, then challenges tend to arise. For example, if we have something called the vagus nerve, it's the very important nerve that's primarily responsible for what we're talking about here, the rest, relax, repair, restore, and regulate side of the nervous system. But if you or your child have any damage or injury or interference to the vagus nerve, the nervous system will struggle to regulate and stay balanced. It's like our system's on the gas, but it doesn't have a brake pedal. It can go, 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 but it can't get into that relaxing healing mode. And so when the nervous system becomes dysregulated, dysfunctional, imbalanced, we often see what we call the perfect storm set in. It's essentially stress upon stress upon stress that continues to shift the nervous system into this imbalanced state. So then it shows up as challenges, like in an infant. It looks like difficulty nursing and eating, trouble soothing and sleeping, being colicky and fussy. There's acid reflux often, or constipation and eczema. And then from there, as a kid grows and develops in this dysregulated state, kids then struggle with chronic ear infections and respiratory and immune health, as well as struggles with motor planning and making their way through developmental milestones. And as we follow the system and as it continues to grow and develop, eventually a dysregulated nervous system can show up as big emotions, frequent tantrums and meltdowns, and sensory ADHD and spectrum like challenges in kids. It's the same neurology underneath, growing and developing in a dysregulated state. And this is not something that's normal. Common? Yes. But knowing this can help us as we go about caring for our kids and helping them to thrive. Imagine a world where your child can face life's challenges with resilience, focus, with ease. That's the power of a well-regulated nervous system. And the best part, you don't have to wait for problems to arise. Neurologically focused chiropractic care can help optimize your child's nervous system function at any stage. If you're ready to unlock your child's full potential and set them on a path to lifelong healing, we invite you to take the next step. Visit the link in our bio for more information and to schedule a comprehensive evaluation, including insight scans and other ways to get a clear picture of your child's nervous system function so that we can help them get them on the path to thriving. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching. If we can be of any help or service to you, let us know. Y'all have a wonderful day.